Hi, my name is Jerry and I'm back again. And I'm talking about this system, V2K program, which I've been trying to prove throughout my videos that this is the working of the antichrist. For those of you all uh, that are experiencing voices to the skull, um, I advise you to view uh, videos that correspond to your experiences. Though you can't trust every video. There's a whole lot of false information out there. Um, there is a lot of people that's in this program. Uh, they're out to trick you. They're out to harass you. So this program is designed to to visualize your life, put you in totally pure darkness. It's designed to destroy you. It's designed to trick you, to deceive you. I can go on. The list go on. But I've been in this program for about 3 years, and I've been spending a lot of time making videos based on true facts, true events, based on truth, experience, dealing with the V2K program. And I like to go by the word because only the word can help me understand what's going on. Because we all wants to know the truth, and you can only find the truth uh, that's written. Now I know there's a lot of different beliefs out there, and I know I'm not talking to a world of where there's one mind, one belief, one ideal, one opinion. I know there's a lot of people going to disagree. There's a lot of different beliefs, different ideas. I'm only talking to the ones that can identify what I'm talking about. I'm only talking to the ones that are going through and are suffering and are experiencing some of the same things that I'm talking about. These are the people that I'm talking to. Now, there is no reason for you to make any comments about my videos because, hey, I'm telling you right up front right now, you don't have to believe nothing I'm telling you. So you don't have to respond to my page, because I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm only here to give you true facts. As a matter of fact, if you are targeting individuals, you ain't got no business. You don't even have time to be in debate on nothing because you suffer too. You should be spending your time on sharing to help, not to hurt. So if you're gonna comment on my video, I don't mind you comment on my videos, but leave the cursing word out. And saying if you can't comment to help, I really appreciate it if you just respect my page and just don't respond at all. Because I'm here to give you true facts and I'm here to tell you the truth about what's going on here. So, but in this video here, I'm gonna show some video clips about what I've been talking about throughout all my videos, and I'm gonna prove to you that this program do exist, and I'll prove to you through the doctors and through scientists of their discovery dealing with the brain. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna show you where they use this cat brain, where they discover they can the cat brain can show images. We're gonna talk about the Blue Beam Project. I'm also going to show you the video where the scientists have discovered how to connect to the brain. I'm going to show you this movie called Apocalypse 2. I'm going to show you a clip on it where it's going to describe the V2K to the T and give you an idea, a rough idea, what this program is about. So we also going to go into the Word. We're also going to give you some biblical facts about what's going on here. We're going to talk a little bit about CERN, because CERN plays a big part in this too also. We're going to talk a little bit about robots. But so the Blue Beam Project, the alien theory, the CERN, which is a big lie, all this plays a part in this program. Uh, the death camps, these castles that they supposed to be building, FEMA camps, all this stuff connects. So let me see what I'm gonna start off with first. Let me show you this video clip here first about the scientists, and we're gonna prove that the technology do exist from his discovery. So give me just a minute. All right.
Creating what is called an intelligent planet.
There we go.
That is the skin of the planet.
Hold on, give me just 1 minute. You know how it is. I don't want to
People
stop
think
this.
that the next step in the coming decades is not going to be the internet, it's going to be BrainNet. Because we're at the point now where we can actually connect computers to the living mind. In fact, I was just at Berkeley a few weeks ago where I had a demonstration of this. We can actually create videos of your thoughts. These videos are not perfectly accurate, but I saw a demonstration at a laboratory at Berkeley where you can actually see in a video screen what people are thinking. So with electrodes, perhaps, or EEG sensors in a helmet connected to our brain, perhaps one day we'll be able to have brain-to-brain communication. And that gives us the possibility of BrainNet. In fact, some of the leading neurologists doing these experiments have seriously proposed a BrainNet whereby you would exchange not just information like typing, but also emotions, feelings, because these are also part of the fabric of our thoughts. And then what comes beyond that? Well, of course, beyond that is science fiction. And science fiction gives us all sorts of horror stories of things like Skynet. Maybe one day the internet will become sentient. Maybe one day the internet will think that humans are in the way, and perhaps the internet will take over, just like in the Terminator series. Well, I don't think so. The internet is simply a way in which minds can communicate with other minds. We see no self-awareness in the internet. Now, some people say, well, what about some kind of collective consciousness that arises by an emergent phenomenon? Well, that's a lot of gobbledygook. That's a lot of nice words. Maybe, maybe not. But it's pure speculation at the present time. Even in the laboratory, with our finest instruments and the latest developments in artificial intelligence, we cannot make a computer become self-aware. You realize that one of our most advanced computers was the IBM computer Watson, which defeated two humans on the program Jeopardy! At that point, many pundits said, oh my God, the end is near. The robots are going to put us in zoos. They're going to throw peanuts at us, make us dance behind bars when they take over, just like we make bears dance behind bars today. Well, just remember that Watson, no matter how fast it is, was so stupid you couldn't congratulate it. You can't go up to Watson, slap its transistors and say, good boy, you just beat two humans on Jeopardy, you made history, let's drink to it. You see, Watson is an adding machine. A very sophisticated adding machine. It has billions of times faster than the human brain, but that's all it is. It's what is called an expert system. It deals with formalized inputs, formalized outputs. You talk to an expert system every time you're on the telephone, and the telephone says, please hit button 1, please hit number 2 for the next option. That's called an expert system. It's basically a sophisticated adding machine that sounds like it's thinking, but it's not. It's simply using a formalized logic. If you hit 1, then you go there. If you hit 2, you go someplace else. That's Watson, of course, on a very, very sophisticated level. So I personally think that we don't have to worry that the internet is going to become sentient.
All right, that's one video. Now you just heard the scientists say what they have discovered and how they can connect the brain to the computer. And so what we're talking about here, have the ability to have access to the body. Because that's how they have access to your body. It's through your brain. By your brain being connected to the computer, they have access to your nerves. Now, I mean, he didn't go into deep in depth. There's a lot more videos that he have out that describes in details about what all they can do by being connected to the brain. Now, I didn't go there with you, but I do want to show you another video here. Now, just bear with me because I am the talk show. I'm the spokesman. I'm the cameraman. I'm all in one. So just bear with me. I do not want to stop this recording to get these videos. So just bear with me. I want to show you something about the cat brain. Let me see. Showing images on a cat brain. All right, in this video here, it's going to show you how they can read images of what the cat sees. Now, we're really actually talking about the eyes. We're not really actually talking about the brain. We're talking about the eyes. Okay, so let me start this video real quick, and so you can learn that.
Be able to measure and understand how our brain cells function.
Okay.
Deciphering our consciousness is another question. But the experiments of Dr. Yang Dan have proved that in principle, it is possible to read and to understand them.
All right.
More and more we will be able to measure and understand.
Here we go. All right. Bear with me now. Just bear with me. Because I want to get this thing proved.
And how our brain cells function. Deciphering our consciousness is another question. But the experiments of Dr. Yang Dan have proved that in principle, it is possible to read and to understand the brain.
I didn't know that we started this thing again. So this is a digitized movie. We present this to the animal, and we record the activity of their visual neurons. And these electrical signals that we recorded from will travel through these cables.
She managed to tap the vision from the brain of a cat and to reconstruct what the cat sees onto a computer screen.
So this is a digital...
Hold on for just a second. I just messed up trying to operate this. Give me just 1 minute. Let me go back here. I lost it there for a minute. Hold on for just a minute. I am so sorry. Give me just
Hello,
a minute.
everybody, and thank you for
We're going
tuning
to go
in
right
to
back.
the
So
Liberty
here we
Report.
go.
More and more we will be able to measure and understand how our brain cells function. Deciphering our
Trying to hold
consciousness
it.
is another question. But the experiments of Dr. Yang Dan have proved that in principle, it is possible to read and to understand the brain.
I didn't know that we started this thing again. So this is a digitized movie. We present this to the animal, and we record the activity of their visual neurons. And these electrical signals that we recorded from will travel through these cables.
She managed to tap the vision from the brain of a cat and to reconstruct what the cat sees onto a computer screen.
So this is a digitized movie. This particular movie is a short clip from Indiana Jones, I think.
Here we see the two images next to each other. On the left, the image that was shown to the cat. At the right, the image that is tapped out of the cat's brain.
The picture has a lot of random flickering, the noise. That's probably the noise of the actual neurons, because they sometimes fire spontaneous spikes. We consider those noise, but maybe they reflect something else, maybe the thoughts or something. But we can't distinguish that. So when we use all of those, thinking that they represent visual information, this is the reconstruction that we come up with.
It is the first time an image was tapped from a brain. It proves that we can read and understand the grammar of it. The face is recognizable, but I still can't avoid the impression that the face has something cat-like.
All right. Moving right along. Now, what we just learned there is the capability of seeing what the eyeball is looking at. So this is what we've been talking about. If you've already heard from previous videos that you've been searching, and you find out that this program has the ability to see what you see using your eyes and hear what you hear using your ears. This is what we're talking about. Now, I just proved to you about the eyes. Now, for the ears, I mean, it's not that much of a complex. It's not complex at all. Now, you notice, look at this phone here. This phone is not plugged up nowhere up to the wall. Where is it getting its signals? It's getting its signals from the phone tower. The same application with the brain. Everybody has some form of electrostatic in their brain cells. Everybody has this. So scientists can connect your brain to a computer. Now, you don't have to go to the doctor to be connected. What we're talking about here is being connected wirelessly. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about being connected wireless. We're talking about a program that has the ability to do things to your body while you're in your home, while you're on your job, no matter where you are. This system can connect to your body wirelessly. That's what we're talking about here. Okay? What I want to show you now is this movie. Let me show you this. Now, bear with me now. You have to walk with me because we're going to go in the living room here. So just bear with me. I'm going to talk with you on the way. I ain't lost you. We're going over here in my living room now. Going to the TV. And I want to show you this. I want to show you this movie. If I can go ahead and go and play it real quick. And it should be already there. Yeah, we should be there.
They do.
I want you to watch this real closely.
Moira, I'm going to have to ask him to keep this a secret.
I don't even know what this is.
It's Cerebro, the new model.
I based the color on. Doesn't matter.
See this man putting on his hat? This computer hat?
What are those?
Those are all the humans of the world. And these are all the mutants.
I'm connected to all of their minds.
The CIA would kill for this.
I know they would. Where are you, Eric?
See this guy walking off? He's communicating with the brain.
Charles. Hello, old friend. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I feel your pain and your loss.
You think because you can see into my head, you know how it feels. You're looking in the wrong place, Charles.
What happened to them? It was terribly wrong. But come back to us. I can help you.
Help me.
Think of your wife, think of your daughter. What would they have wanted?
I would have wanted to live. I tried your way, Charles. I tried to be like them. Live like them. But it always ends the same way. They took everything away from me.
All right. We don't need to go no further. Let me set my camcorder back up. Get back in position here. All right. Now, from that movie there is called X-Men Apocalypse 2. See that man put on that computer hat? How he communicated with this man from a far distance. Able to talk without no wires connected to his brains at all. This is wireless. It's kind of give you an idea about the V2K program. See, they always come out with movies and commercials, and they so bold. They are so arrogant. You know, they ain't brave enough to tell you through movies about what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You watch these daytime shows about the CIA and NCI and looking at all this computer technology, you know, the stuff, you know, saying they use to track folks and track folks down, hunt them down like a dog. Hey, this stuff is for real. They show you what they're using in real time, real life. So this is where we at, folks. Now, this movie that I just showed you kind of give you now the equipment that they're using probably a little bit more advanced, but that's just a basic principle idea. Now, you just heard this man say that he was connected to all their minds. See what I'm saying? So this V2K program, it's about communicating to the brain. That's why people are hearing voices. I'm trying to break this thing down just and make it plain and clear as day. And give you all the facts and show you proof and everything. I'm putting everything, I'm laying it all out on the table for you. I did the work. So I'm trying to present it to you so you can have an understanding of what's going on here. All right. Now I want to show you a video of me about the signals, how it is being used as a weapon on me. Now this video is about me. I'm gonna go to my page real quick and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. And you're gonna actually see this weapon being used, penetrating through my body. And after you've seen this here, you're not going to be able to deny the true facts here about the signals penetrating the body. So let me see which one of it is. Let me see. Let me make sure. All right, folks, here's another video. Now I got a video of me laying down. Now watch this here. Watch this. I'm laying. All right, folks, here's another video. Hold on, give me a minute. I want you to see this real good. Cut these lights off real quick so that you can see. I don't know if I'm going to have to cut that light there off or not. Now I got a video of me laying down. Now watch this here. Watch this. I'm laying down. Hold on. Slow motion. This thing so good. You gonna see this big old there? There go that black ball right there. Watch it coming from my wall. Check it out. Look at that big old black ball there. Look at it. It's coming towards me. It's getting ready to attack me. There it is, folks. There's the signal. See how it bombarded me right there? Went straight through me. All right, I'm going to show this again. I want to make sure you see this here. All right, folks, here's another video. Now I got a video of me laying down. Now watch this here. Watch this. I'm laying down. Slow motion. You gonna see the big old, there go that black ball right there. Watch it, coming from my wall. Check it out. Look at that big old black ball there. Look at it. It's coming towards me. It's getting ready to attack me. There it is, folks. There's the signal. See how it bound boy right there? Went straight through me. Boom. There it is. You can't deny that. Thanks for watching this video. Let me show you another one real quick. Now this is me being attacked. This is me being attacked in my house. Let me see if I can find this other one here real quick. Alright folks, got another one for you. I'm still laying down. Check it out. Finna come one finna come straight down on me. See if you can see this one. Watch it. Should be popping up here in a minute. There it is. Coming down. You can barely see that one. Going straight to me. You have to look real good, but I mean, it's there. I'm going to put it in real time. Let me see if I can find this other one real quick. Thanks for watching this video. Let me see if I can find this other one real quick. Because I got several more of them. Let's see. Well, anyway, I don't want to spend too much time. You saw the first one. Bear with me, folks. I mean, I'm doing a lot of moving around and trying to make this video, and because I want you to know the truth. I mean, hey, you can't deny true facts. Now, what I just showed you just a while ago, I was able to record using the night vision cam. I cut all the lights off while I was asleep, and I didn't really actually know I was going to pick this stuff up. I didn't really actually know that. But when I went back and viewed my cam, I was able to see the signals penetrating from my wall. You done heard about the smart devices. You done heard about the smart meters. These electromagnetic fields generate from your wires, and they can penetrate through your wall and enter into your body. This is poison, radiation. So signals are being used as a weapon here. Okay? All right. Let's move on. Now we talked about the I told you in my previous video that I experienced tears falling from my Bible. One of the supernatural experience from the system showing that they have power to perform. And I found out that in this Blue Beam project, as a matter of fact, let me just go there real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Then I'll tell you about it here in a little bit. About what I'm talking about. Just bear with me. Blue Beam project. Now I want to show you this one particular video. Let me see if this here is. Okay. Now, in this video here, the animals are not real. You can feel these animals, and what you're seeing is not really actually there. But it looks so real. This is the Blue Beam project. Can trick you. So the water look real, the animals look real. And you know what's so devastating about it? You can feel it. So, give me a minute. I'm sure what I'm talking about. Show you what I'm talking about here. Give me just a minute here. They're not actually there. All right. Bear with me. Now, the reason why I showed you that video is because of the trickery, power that are being shown and that are being used a lot in this program. In this program, you're gonna have visions. You're gonna see things. In this program, you're gonna have dreams. These dreams gonna be implanted to your mind, to your thoughts. Just like your thoughts are being manipulated, your nerve system is being manipulated. This is what we're talking about here. Okay? Now, the reason why I show you this video is because I'm telling you, from what I've experienced in this program, and the program yet still exists. And as a matter of fact, the voices know exactly what I'm doing right now. They hear me speak as I speak. But anyway, I experienced a marking on my head, an invisible mark. And because of the fact I'm being faced with a trial every day about joining some system, joining something that seemed like spiritual. Okay? But based on my experiences, based on what I know what I'm dealing with, I know it's technology. You can hear the signals beaming around your head. I mean, you can, but let me focus on this one particular thing here. Talking about the vision that I had when I was able to see tears fall from out of the middle of nowhere and dropped on my Bible. And when I rubbed it, I'm looking at it, I'm rubbing my hand, looked it wet, and looked like real tears. But now I know the Blue Beam Project make this possible to trick the eyes. Okay? We're talking about technology being used wirelessly. Okay? These electromagnetic energy weapons, all this stuff is being engineered through a wireless technology. Okay? Now, I know you don't believe me what I'm saying, but hey, just like I'm doing my research, do your own research. You know what I'm saying? You come up with the proof. I mean, the proof is everywhere. Anyway, I believe some form of technology was used to do this handprint about the mark. Now I know they're making chips. I think the chip is gonna give you access to the new money system. And I know you already know that the money's about dead because Iran Putin had he done banned the US dollars already. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff done already got started, folks. The dollar is on its way crashing down. And this is why I believe they got these mind programs that are existing here. Especially if you are experiencing being controlled on your job, just like me. Okay? I go through this every single day, 24/7 around the clock. They say they must make this sale, which they won't, because I'm not going to join it. The system is trying to make this the way of communication, brain to brain communication. They want to be able to communicate with your brain from a far distance. But think about it over here. Here's the thing. They want to make an electronic slave out of you. This is what's going on here. They want you to do what you're being told. Don't ask no questions. Do as you're told. Just obey. That's what they want. It's not happening. Not Jerry Lee Randolph. It ain't happening. Okay? So, the Blue Beam Project, check into that. Learn that. Because all of this stuff that we talking about here, this is the kind of stuff that's going to be used to deceive you in these last and evil days. Okay? Now let's talk a little bit about CERN. CERN is a project where they claim they built this big old large machine where they got two particles colliding to one another, and all of a sudden now they done this, and all of a sudden now they done made a mistake. And here's the lie. Here's a mistake they claim they made. They claim that they made a mistake by colliding these two particles together because what they was trying to do, which is an idiot, what they was trying to do is come up with this Big Bang theory. They trying to do this all over again. In other words, they think that from a Big Bang how the world become to an existence. But anyway, we all know that's so way out far-fetched. But anyway, they claim that they made these two particles collide with one another, and all of a sudden now they don't enter into some type of black hole. Now they unleash some type of demonic world. That's the biggest lie ever told. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why it's a lie. It's because Jesus dealt with demons. He cast out demons when he walked upon the face of the earth. That's been over 2,000 years ago. They didn't have the high-tech technology, the phone towers, and all the stuff that we have now today. Back then, they were still riding on camels. There was not even cars made back in them days. See what I'm saying? Demons exist then. But here's the truth. It took demons to create that project. Because the reason why they made that project is to lie to you. This is deception. About the alien theory. Yeah, I'm going to tell it. I ain't scared. New World Order, Illuminati, however you want to call it. I'm not scared at all. I want to tell the truth. They pushing me, folks. I'm being pushed. But anyway, like I told y'all, you need to stay calm. I need to be a prime example of being calm. But anyway, the truth is that these aliens theory, the CERN project theory, is to make you think that we got a problem with demons, aliens on the face of the earth. The reason why we got all this phenomenon going on. Now let me hit you on to something. These movies that you're watching about these witchcrafts, these movies that you're watching about all these demonics, apocalypse, what are we talking about? Zombies. Why are they showing all this mess? Why are they showing all these movies about supernatural experience, supernatural powers? They're trying to get you ready. They're trying to get your mind prepared for what's coming. The great deception. Folks, you need to get in the Word of God and learn all you possibly can about what's going on here, because the Bible tells the truth about where we are. And we're going to go there in just a minute. But the CERN project is a lie. It is a lie. Demons was already roaming this earth before they even collide those two particles together. You know why? Because murdering exists before they made this machine. Thieves exist before they made this machine. Rapists exist before they made this machine. Now, how are you able to do all that? You got to have a demon. It takes a devil's spirit to commit sin. So it's a lie, folks. It is a lie. Robots. Now, you need to study about that too, because robots plays a big part in this project. Because eventually robots are going to replace a lot of these jobs, which I've already is in motion now. I believe the image of the beast is going to be a robot. I believe the reason why they have these mind control programs, I believe robots plays a part in this too. It's because they're trying to interface the brain with robots. Okay? Because eventually, you're going to be talking to robots on your job. Don't you know they got people marrying robots? Check into it. Get deep into it. You'll find out. They done got so far into making these robots to where these robots are just as real as you. They can walk and look just like you. They can do things just as bad as you. They can cook, they can clean, they can have sex. They can run, they can walk, they can talk. They can work. Check it out, folks. This is where we're heading. So robot plays a part in this too. I'm giving you stuff I'm giving you stuff that you can go back and do your research and study, because you need to learn what's going on. Because I learned from previous videos that this is part of the Illuminati plan. I don't care about them knowing I'm exposing them. You want to kill me? Go ahead. What you waiting on, as far as I'm concerned? I'm waiting on you to do it. But anyway, this is part of the Illuminati plan. Because a lot of jobs are going to be replaced with robots. Check it out. This is where they're heading to, folks. This is where they're heading to. Okay, so in this program, dealing with the voice to the scub, I want to go over a few things that's important. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with truth. When we're talking about the end times, dealing with the antichrist and the coming of Jesus Christ. The word of God gives us signs. I mean, you know, Jesus told us in the last days that he told his disciples that this was going to happen. And these are the signs that we're supposed to be watching out for. And it's supposed to let you know how close we are, you know what I'm saying, to the wrath that is to come. You notice I said how close we are because the Bible said that no one in heaven or earth or under the earth knows what day or what hour but the Father himself. The book of Daniel explained great details about the end times. And also there is a portion of the word that got closed and sealed until the time of the end. If you go to the book of Daniel 12, chapter and the 9th verse, it'll tell you. It'll tell you about the that this portion of the book, God wanted Daniel to close it. Because I don't know why. I mean, he had his, I mean, we don't know why the book was closed. But the book of Daniel explained in great details I mean, if you look at the V2K program, if you really look deep about what's going on in the world today, we're finna get into it here in a minute. It'll tell you that we are in the book of Daniel. Okay, now I want to show you something in Daniel, the 11th chapter. Okay, let me get my glasses on here so I can see. I want to show you something here in Daniel. When you go to the book of Daniel in the 11th chapter, we learn here that leading up to the chapter 11, Daniel had a vision, and it was explained to him by an angel. And in this vision, it talks about kings, which are the beasts that rise out of the earth. Now these kings are going to have great power and destruction in their hand. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's go to the book of Daniel real quick. Let me show you something. Let me read here. I'm reading from the book of Daniel, the 11th chapter, and the 29th verse through the 35th. It said, "At the appointed time he shall return and go toward the south, but it shall not be like the former or the latter. For the ships shall come against him. Therefore he shall be grieved and return in rage against the holy covenant and do damage. So he shall return and show regard for those who forsake the holy covenant. And forces shall be mustered by him, and they shall defile the sanctuary fortress. Then they shall take away the daily sacrifice and place their abomination of desolation." Okay? Said, "Those who do wickedly against the covenant, he shall corrupt with flattery. But the people who know their God shall be strong and carry out with great exploit. And those of the people who understand shall instruct many. Yet for many days shall they fall by sword and flame, by captivity and plundering. Now when they fall, they shall be aided with a little help. But many shall join," listen to that, "many shall join with them by slipperiness, flattery. And some of those of understanding shall fall. To refine them, purge them, and make them white until the time of the end, because it is still for a appointed time." Okay, we're gonna come back to that here in a minute. Because I wanna draw a picture here. Okay, if you go into chapter 10, 14th verse, the angel told Daniel that I have come to make you understand what will happen to your people in the latter days. And I believe that this is the time based on Bible proof and experience dealing with the voice of skull. Now the Bible talks about 4 kings, which are the 4 beasts. Let's go to the book of Daniel 7 and chapter 7, 15 through 22. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not no preacher, but I've been in church all my life. I've been up on this word. Okay, I've been raised in the word all my life. Now I'm a musician. I'm a minister of music. I'm an organist. So I mean, I've been sitting up on the word all my life. So I'm entitled to teach what I know. Now I'm gonna tell you something else. A preacher can't teach you this, dealing with the voice to the skull technology, if they're not experiencing it. Can't nobody teach you nothing that they're not experiencing. And because of the fact that I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing, it lines up with who the Antichrist is. That's how I'm able to identify what's going on, based on my teaching from my youth. All right, book of Daniel, chapter 7. We're going to chapter 7, 15 through 22. All right. "I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit with my body and the vision of my head troubled me. I came near to one of those who stood by and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made known to me the interpretation of these things. Those great beasts which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. But the saint of the Most High shall receive the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and forever and forever. Then I wish to know the truth about the four beasts, which was different from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, with the teeth of iron and his nail of bronze, which devour broken pieces and trample the residue with its feet. And about the 10 horns that were on its head, and about the other horn which came up, before which 3 fell, namely that horn which had eyes, and a mouth which spoke prompt words, whose appearance was greater than his fellows. I was watching. Here's the point. I was watching, and the same horn was making war with the saints and prevailed against them until the ancient days came, and a judgment was made in favor of the saints of the Most High, and the time for the saints to possess the kingdom. So we talk. Look at what's going on here. The church is being attacked. Look at what's going on here. Can you see? The church is being attacked. There has been a lot of killing. A lot of people that lost their life. A lot of people losing their life for their faith. A lot of people being tested for their faith. Okay? There's war on the saints right now that's going on here. Okay? That's what I wanted to point out to you. All right? And then another thing I want to point out. He had eyes and a mouth. The same horn was making war against the saints and prevailed against them. Okay, in this message we learned that this horn that was making war was given eyes to see and a mouth to speak, which spoke prompt words. And in the 8th chapter, talking about the ram, and this ram was pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast could withstand him. So we know that beasts mean kings. Okay? If you look at the Voice to Skull program, this program got everything that I just talked about and read so far. Eyes that can see, mouth that can speak, weapons that are being used to make war. And it's now pushing westward, northward, and southward. This we learned that from this fourth kingdom, all this leads up to the horn that is a king that will exalt himself as the as prince of the host. And by him, the daily sacrifices were taken away. And the main thing I want to point out here is in the 12th verse of the chapter 8, because of the transgression. Because of transgression, an army was given over to him, to the horn, which is a king to oppose the daily sacrifice. Now, let me stop there for a moment, because I'm going to tell you something. If you've done your research, you can find out by now that this mind control program, this voice to skull technology, was designed by the military. Oh, wake up, people. It was designed by the military, so the military is using this technology. Okay? It's the military that's doing this here. Somebody that's got power and control in the military department with this program. Now, they say Russia designed this program. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, that's what the documents that I've found, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how truth it is, but they're saying that Russia designed this program. Okay? They're the one that created this brain-to-brain communication program. Okay? So, All right. This horn that we're talking about opposed the daily sacrifice, and he cast truth to the ground. He did all this and prospered. Okay, let's read now the 23rd through 26th verse of the 8th chapter. Okay. All right. Interpretation of the little horn. Now the Bible gives you the description of this little horn. Who finna describe who this little horn is? Okay. All right. In the latter times of their kingdom, when the transgression have reached their fullness, transgression. Look at that, all the killings and all the murderings and all the rapists, all just world just chaotic. All right, this king gonna get tired of it. He's ready to make some changes. Okay, this is what we're talking about here. When the transgressors have reached their fullness, a king shall arise, having fair futures, who understands sinister schemes. Now, if you look that word up, sinister schemes, that's somebody that understands torture, brutal, causes harm. This is what we're talking about. Who understands sinister schemes. His power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. He shall destroy fearfully. He shall prosper and strive. He shall destroy the mighty and also the holy people. Through his cunning, he shall cause deceit to prosper under his hand. He shall magnify himself in his heart. He shall destroy many in their prosperity. We're going to come back to that. He shall even rise against the prince of princes. This is the best part I like. He shall be broken without human hands. So God's going to take care of him. And the vision of the evening and morning, which was told, is truth. Therefore, seal up the vision, for it refers to many days in the future. So this is the vision that God gave Daniel. We talking about long, long time ago, people. We talking about a long, long time ago. All right, what I just got done reading to you is the Antichrist. Okay? Let's go back to he shall destroy many in their prosperity. All right, I have learned that people have lost their jobs in this program. Some have gave up their jobs because they could not work under the extreme constant torture and abuse from the mind control program. All right, when these voices attack you on your job, they will try to push you into obeying and push you to give up. All right, go back in the 21st verse. It talks about how he shall destroy fearfully. He shall destroy the mighty and also the holy people. If you look around, you can see the destruction of people that are in the music industry. If you look around, you learn that famous people are being broken. You know what I'm saying? If you have learned anything about this program, this V2K program, how the program attack you on your home, it attack you on your job, it attack you in your relationship with your family, your friends, even at church, your faith in God. Now, I don't know. I want you to think about this. Now, I don't know where Donald Trump comes from, but let me hit you on to something. If you go back into chapter 11, the second verse in Daniel, it talks about this king that is rich and was far richer than all the kings. Now, we never had no rich president. Never had no rich president. He's the very first president we've had rich. But we got one now. And the Bible said that he shall stir up all against the realm of Greece. Okay? So it looks like that we are in the book of Daniel. It do, because Donald Trump gets some stuff stirred up. So if you go to the verse 29 through 35 in the chapter 11 chapter of Daniel, look at the 31st verse. You see here that the system is being talked about here, says that many shall join with them. Okay, we're coming back to the 11th verse now. Many shall join with them through slipperiness. You know what I'm saying? I looked this word up. I went a little bit farther in the definition about this passage. And the best definition I describe here is compel or appear strongly to captivate. So we're really talking about being forced to join. The Bible gives us the meaning of this, of slipperiness and flattery. You know what I'm saying? How do you flatter without talking? This voice of the skull technology talk to you all day. And just like a computer, 24/7, all day and all night. This program, Voice to the Skull, uses hypnosis tricks and all kind of flattery words to try to get you to join them. Okay? This all they talk about joining. The Bible said that some of them with understanding shall fall, to refine them, purge them, and make them white until the time of the end, because it is still for appointed time. So in the book of Daniel, it talks about what will happen to the people in the last days. All right. I want to talk to you about in the book of Daniel, the 11th chapter, 32nd verse. Those who do wickedly against the covenant, he shall corrupt with flattery. But the people who know their God shall be strong and carry out with great exploit. The antichrist is looking for who is doing wicked. That's why the Bible called him the man of sin. He is looking for a reason to claim the soul. In this program, you will be talked to all day and all night about joining this system. And all kinds of tricks will be played with you with the attempt to get you to join. And here's the main verse in the chapter 12, verse, the 12th chapter, verse 10 and 11. Many shall be purified and made white, refined. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Through this program, through this program, I can see being purified. In this program, this voice claims that he is God, and he's dealing with you about sin. Okay? That he calls sin, and are using weapons to torture you, torture your flesh, and all kinds of spiritual warfare that you will endure. All right, this will show you that he is not the true God, because you know who the real God is. You know the real God, because this program will make you do right according to the truth, which you already know, which brings you back to the verse 32nd verse in chapter 11. The people who know their God shall be strong. Okay? Now, let me make some sense of what I just said here. This voice called himself God. But in this program, you true believers, you're going to find out the truth if you go by this right here. If you line this up with the word of God, you're going to know that this voice to the skull program is from the devil. And what it's going to do is it's going to run you to the word. It's going to refine you. It's going to purify you. It's because these voices torture. Okay? This is a torturing program. Okay? The people who know their God shall be strong. So you are going to be wise, or you're not going to be wise. Okay? Let's look at this V2K program. It has been at work for many years. They have been studying people on drugs abuse and all other forms of behavior that brings about transgression. Because here's the point case in here. To gain control over humanity. The unwise could not survive this program because they have not the sense to seek for understanding. They don't have the sense enough to seek, for the understanding. So the voices ran them to crazy house. It ran them to commit crimes. It caused them to do more wicked. It changed their behavior. From worse to worse. Because let me give you an example. Look around. You go to some of these places now. You go to some of these. You can pass by some liquor stores. You can see somebody look like they're in the la-la zone. It look like somebody talking to them. Look like they're at war with something. Look like they are demon possessed. This is the same program that's been in operation for years. Now, see, you didn't know that. I didn't know it either. I did not know that the government had this program out trying to run folks crazy. That's how, and that's why a lot of people are in the crazy house right now today. It's because of this program. They've been doing a lot of research study on the brain. But you know what? From this research study, without civilian knowing, because they didn't know that they were being attacked. They was not aware of the attack that's been done to them on their body. So they ran to drugs. It ran them to the crazy house. A lot of folks that are hearing voices, a whole lot of folks are hearing voices. The wrong kind of voice. Okay? So, this V2K program is some of the great causes of the crime and chaos that are in the world today. Okay? Now, there's a lot of videos on this that's out about this topic. Dealing with the antichrist, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of videos. I could say for myself that there are a lot of false information, even when it comes to the Word of God. We also have false teachers that the Bible said that we should be watchful for. I believe that the Bible is not to be debated or argued, one's opinion or ideas. If I try to down talk someone's video saying, hey, my video is the only one that's right, hey, I'll be wrong. That goes for anyone else that tries to say who's right and who's wrong. I would say that if someone is trying to teach what they know, it should be from their experience. True facts from the Bible. Proof backing up what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Showing through scriptures. Just tell what you know. You know what I'm saying? And let it be up to the people if they want to believe it or not. You got to argue. So be careful about the videos that you watch, and they're trying to rule out everybody else's videos, say, hey, everybody else is telling the lie and I'm the only one telling the truth. No, you probably need to check his video out too. Okay? All right, when it comes to the voice to the skull, having the experience of being attacked in a way that the Bible teaches us that will happen in the last days, you can't tell me what I'm not experiencing. And you cannot tell me what I don't know. When it comes, when I'm being, when, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the fact that I've been raised in church all my life, getting taught the word and know the word for myself, what God said. I can myself relate to the truth and say for myself that the word of God is truth. I can back up my talk, my videos, my experiences with the word of God. And by giving you scriptures on life suffering hands experience, talking and dealing with the antichrist. Okay? Number one, the Bible teaches us to beware of false teachers. In the book of Peter, the second chapter, it's in the book of Peter, Second Peter. Okay, yeah, book of Second Peter, chapter 1 and 3. There will be false teachers among you, who shall secretly bring you destruction, heresies, even denying the word who brought them, and bringing on themselves swift destruction. The Bible said that many will follow their destructive ways. Now I want to prove by the word of God that the Antichrist cannot rule this world, with the church still here. In the book of Thessalonians, second chapter, the third through the 8th verse, 6 and 7 proves that the church is not here. He rules, and the verse 8 tells us what will happen when Jesus returns. Yes, the Antichrist will have his day to rule the earth, but if you look at verse 9, 10, 11, and 12, this verse proves who will be affected by this monster that is coming. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, with all unrighteous deception among those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they may be saved. So God is saying here, because you reject the truth, which is my word, I will give you what you want. Look at verse 11 and 12. And for this reason, God will send them strong delusion that they should believe the lie, that they may be condemned, who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay? So if you ain't grounded in this word, get ready, folks. This monster got all power. This monster got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He got a whole lot of hypnosis tricks. For you. And if you say you know God, I hope you do. Because you got a trial day on your hand coming with this monster. The Antichrist is here, folks. He's already working. And he's working through the V2K program. If you have not experienced this voice to skull technology, get ready. Because it's coming your way. It's coming. He's not going to come knocking at your door, ringing your doorbell. He's coming to your skull. All right, I already talked to you about the CERN project, so we'll pass that page there. But I want to give you some surviving tips on how to survive this program. Number one, you got to have faith. Faith should be number one, top of the list. Because without faith, you is not going to be able to survive this program. Boldness is another thing you need. You need boldness. I'm going to tell you the reason why you need boldness. Because you're going to get attacked by these energy weapons to try to make you obey. You're going to get attacked in the heart. You're going to get attacked in your stomach. You're going to get attacked probably even in your private areas. You can get attacked anywhere. They can attack your butthole. That's right. Weapons are being all different kinds of ways on your body. So you're going to need boldness. Stay with the word of God. Number 4, do not trust these voices. Number 5, you need to make videos and help expose this secret. Because what's been done in the secret, don't nobody know but you and God and your enemies. What's going on here? It's been done in the dark. They could be torturing you while you're around your family members. Everybody watching TV, having fun, eating popcorn, and watching TV and smiling, laughing, and grinning, and you being tortured. They bam-bombing your body with all kinds of signals, talking to you, wrecking your nerves, giving you no peace at all. If they'll threaten you with death, you most definitely need to YouTube your story. Get it out, because that's exactly what I'm doing here. Because they threaten me with death, all kinds, I can't even tell you the times I've been threatened. Shorter breath. Wake me up over the middle of the night, targeting me, and you know what I'm saying? So you need to get your video. You need to write you some documents down. Because here's why. Because if they really actually do what they say they're gonna do, they're gonna expose themselves. So yeah, get involved. Make you some videos. Get it out. Tell your story. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Be bold. Don't trust every video that you hear. Because some of these videos talk about they're targeting the video. They come on there smiling and grinning, going on TV. Cut the video off. Because this ain't nothing to smile about. They not for real. I don't believe they for real. I believe they faking. Because if you've been tortured, if you've been bamboozled with these signals, there ain't nothing to laugh about. It ain't nothing funny. Try as much as possible to control your anger. Because you got to realize something. The voices with this technology do have somewhat of an upper hand on you. They can't kill you. And you don't want to leave this body. You don't want them to snatch your soul. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be found in sin. So cursing and getting mad and going out the way to do more wicked things, what we just talked about, you know what I'm saying, earlier. You don't want to be in those shoes. You want to be smart. So you're going to have faith, and you need to have some boldness about yourself. Try to stay calm as much as you possibly can. All right, you need to tell your family about what's going on, even if they don't believe it. You need to tell someone. that's close to you about what's going on. You need to write some stuff down. If these voices threaten you, talk about they want to kill you, they're going to kill you tonight, write it down. Write the time and date and everything. Because if they do perform what they say they're going to do, you got evidence. You got some kind of proof that something's been attacking you in secret. Tell you another thing. Don't run to the police or the doctors or any other high officials, not unless they legit. Because one thing you need to know about this program, this is a system that you fight. It's the one world system, the new world order. So when you fight one, you fight the whole system. You're not just fighting the voices that speaking to you, you fighting the whole system. So there's a whole lot of folks that's against you. That's the reason why you got these gang stocking programs. All right, here's another thing. Don't trust every product that's out, that are made to fight against this program. Because some of these programs out to get your money. So a lot of this stuff don't work. I done tried a lot of stuff. I done wasted a lot of money. Well, I wasted a lot of money. I've learned so far in this program that you really gonna have to get anchored down and get serious about having faith and holding on to the truth. And you gotta trust God. Just trust the Lord. Because if you yet still waking up every day, you blessed. You just ask God to get you through this day, one day at a time. I don't have no other solutions. I wish I could make these voices vanish away. I wish I could. But only somebody got that kind of power. So the only thing I'm trying to do now is I'm just trying to make some good out of it. I'm trying to help somebody else out. This is what I'm doing. Trying to help you out. Because if you're experiencing this, you see me smiling? I'm not smiling. There ain't nothing to smile about. Try your best not to respond to these voices, not unless you're rebuking them. Because you're going to be talked to all day, 24/7. They're going to wreck your nerves. Trying to force you to obey. Trying to force you to join this program. So get ready, folks. You in for a battle. This is a war zone. It's not no 1 hour war. It's not no 2 hour war. It's a 24/7, all day, all night war. Only the strong shall survive. The Bible said that race is not given to the strong or the swift. It's given to the one who endures to the end. Hold your peace, people. Hold your peace. And we're going to make it. We'll get through it. Somehow, some way. Just hold on to faith. Hold on to God. Keep trusting. Don't get your trials mixed up with wrath. Because, see, the voices want to make it seem like this is a wrath for God. And this is judgment day. All lies. All lies. Because I'm going to tell you something. God approved suffering. This is the kind of God that I know. That's the kind of God I was raised up to know. He allowed Job to suffer. Job didn't curse God. He held on. So there's nothing wrong with suffering because Jesus had already told us that. He told us not to fret those things that you're about to suffer. Because he said when you're being tried, if you keep my word, I'm going to keep you. So we have the word to lean on and trust. If Jesus spoke it, it's going to be performed. This is the only thing I'm trusting right now. This is how I'm getting through this program. This is where my strength is coming from. Trusting in what the word said. Because God said in his word that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. He said it. I'm going to believe it. He also said, can't nothing separate me from his love. No trials, no abuse, no powers, no nothing. No principalities, no nothing. No tribulation. No persecution. Nothing can separate me from the love of God. He said that in his word. So I'm going to believe that. Jesus said we're going to have a cross to bear. He told us about these times, the end times. He said perilous times are coming. This is it. It's going to get worse. The worst is yet still to come. Because we head to a nuclear war. Get ready, folks. Get in the word and get close to God. The only thing I can do is encourage you to get to the word. Find your church to join. Get up on a good preacher. And stay in the word. And get rooted and grounded in the truth. Because the great deception is here. I don't know what else I can tell you to wake you up. I really don't know what else more to say. But encourage you to hold on. You're not in this by yourself. Because I'm suffering too. Every single day I wake up to it. This voice wants to control. He wants to be worshipped. He wants something that he is not worthy of. And that is to be honored and praised. The only somebody that get that is the one that died for me. The one that shed his blood. He's the only one that can get that praise and honor and glory. So I can't give in to this program. I'm still fighting people. It's been over 3 years. I ain't gave in, but I read I ran across a video. I really hate that guy did this, but he claimed that he gave up. He gave in. He throwed the shirt in, throwed the towel in, and he joined it. I feel for him, because I ain't giving my soul up. If these folks offer me $1 trillion right now today, if I can rip it all up in one time, I'll throw it back to their face. All the money in the world won't make me bow down and join this program. Because my soul worth more than every dollar that's made up on the face of this earth. Every piece of gold and silver that's on the face of this earth. My soul worth more than that. Jesus Christ paid the ultimate price. Blood. One itty-bitty piece of Jesus Christ's blood is worth more than all the precious things on the face of this earth. If he only just dropped one drop of blood, just 1 inch of blood, was able to save everybody's soul. But he spilled the most ultimate. He gave all his all. He shed a lot of blood for you and I. Don't give in, folks. Think about what Jesus did when you've been attacked with these weapons. Every time you get hit in your heart, think about that whoop that Jesus got. Every time you get penetrated on your side, you think about when they pierced him in this side, and you go on through. Every time you get hit with this weapon, think about them thorns they put on his head. Think about what he did for you. And go on through. Some days you might want to cry. Go ahead and cry. You wipe them tears and you get back up. You pick your weapon back up. And you keep on walking. And you go on through. Because on the other side is much better. Jesus said that he that loses his life for righteousness' sake, happy is he. He also said that he that loses life shall also find his life. It's not about you, the reason why you're suffering. It's about Jesus. You're suffering because of him. These voices claim they're gods. They're trying to take something. They're trying to take a place that don't belong to them. Yeah, he's going to eventually get in that seat. But he's going to be crushed too one day. His day coming. All we got to do is hold on to the truth. Endure to the end. Let me show you something real quick before I end this video. We're going to go to Matthew, the 24th chapter. And I always go back to this verse. I stick with this verse. I stick with it all the time because I'll tell you this, when I read this here, it really actually gives me more strength and it put me back in line. The disciples asked Jesus a question. The disciple asked him, now as he sat on the mountain of Olives, and the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us when these things shall be, and what will be the sign of your coming, and of the end of the age. This is what Jesus said. Jesus said, take heed that no one deceive you. For many will come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and will deceive many. And you will hear rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled. Now, see, here's some stuff that you can hold on to. Because Jesus said, don't worry. He said, see that you are not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So Jesus Christ knows. He sees. For nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famine, pestilence, and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and kill you. And you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And many will be offended, will betray one another, and will hate one another. And many false prophets will arise and deceive many. And because of lawlessness will abound, the love of many will wax cold. But he who endures to the end shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoke about Daniel, the prophet standing in the holy place, who reads? Let him understand. Let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let him who is on the housetop not go down to take anything out of his house. Let him who is in the field not go back to get his clothes. But woe to those who are pregnant and to those nursing babes in those days. And pray that your flight be not in the winter or on the Sabbath. For there will be great tribulation, such as never been since the beginning of the world until this time, nor ever shall be. And unless those days were shortened, no flesh will be saved. For the elect's sake, those days will be shortened. If anyone says to you, look, here is Christ, and there, do not believe it. For many Christs and false prophets will arise showing great signs and wonders, so as to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I have told you beforehand. Therefore, if they say to you, look, he is in the desert, do not go out there. He is in the inner room, do not believe it. So, folks, the V2K program, this God of Weapon, voice of God of weapons, it's what we're talking about here. Hold on, people. It's a rough ride. It's a rough ride. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm going to tell you what I do. A lot of times before I get real stressed out, I just go to shopping. I just go to dancing, praising God. Sometimes you have to praise your way out of stress. Sometimes you have to praise your way out of madness. Because if you don't, you're going to get wrapped up in the mad zone. So you're really going to need God. You're going to need the word to get through this program. I don't have any other solutions. I wish I could make these voices vanish away, but I can't do that. I can't do it. The Bible teaches that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb. The Bible teaches that there was a number of people that held on. They kept the faith of Jesus Christ. So this must be it. It's got to be it. I won't hold on. So that's about all I can tell you. That's it for right now, folks. So I thank you for watching this video. I really hope that you got something out of it. And if you can relate to it, I don't mind you making any comments on my page. If you're trying to debate with me, don't waste your time. Because I told you at the beginning of this video that you don't have to believe nothing I say. I'm out to help those that wants to be helped, that are looking for the truth. That's not looking for to get their ears tingle. Looking for the truth. I might not have any solution that can get rid of these voices, but I do have some tips to kind of help you get through. So